On Halloween, I stupidly pranked my husband by dressing up as a cat burglar and scaring him. Now my face looks like I went through a meat grinder, and he wants me to leave him for what he did. What can I do to ease his guilt? My husband is 35 and I am 30. We've been together for 5 years. My husband grew up extremely hard, in one of the worst areas in the country. He was heavily involved in crime and dealt with violence on a constant basis. For going on 10 years, he's been through numerous rehabilitation programs, mentors teens who experience similar circumstances, and he's absolutely turned himself around. He's never been threatening in the time I've known him, although he still deals with anxiety-related PTSD triggers on occasion. For Halloween, I got the idea to prank him after he got back from a late shift, at which point I'm usually asleep. I hid behind the shower curtain in my costume, which was of a cat burglar. Picture the black ski-masked crook shimmying down a wire past those lasers to steal a diamond like in movies. I'm 5 feet 9 inches, and this costume made me look a bit bulky. He came in quietly, and when he came into washroom, I popped out from behind the curtain. Before I could reveal the joke, he attacked me. It was severe, and I couldn't tell him who I was as he had my throat, and my hands were under me in the tub. He screamed my name and told me to run, and started giving extremely dark threats to me, telling me what he planned to do when his wife got out, outright telling me he planned to kill me while continuing the assault and screaming my name. This only ended when my mask was pulled in a way that revealed my dyed hair through the eye holes, and he pulled it off, seeing it was me. He spends the rest of the night an inconsolable mess, and I had to actively stop him from calling the police on himself, from taking me to the hospital, and from calling my friends and family, because I knew no matter what I said, he'd end up arrested. I entirely blame myself for this. I knew his past. I knew he dealt with PTSD, and I pranked him without thinking of how trapped he'd feel in that room or how protective he'd be of me. At the same time, I'm terrified. Not rationally, but reactively. I knew his history, but to experience it scared me beyond belief. The sheer violence of his attack and his threats and anger made me realize just what's still under the surface if pushed. Even though my rational brain knows he was reacting to what he thought was a threat, and he's been a gentle teddy bear towards everyone for the entire time I've known him. He, on the other hand, blames himself entirely, has been crying on and off since Halloween and keeps apologizing, begging me to just leave him, which I have no plans or desire to do. My face looks like I went through a meat grinder, and I cannot go into work or face my family like this, because I doubt they'd believe what actually happened. We both just want to move forward from this nightmare. Please do not advise me to leave him. He's an amazing man who reacted to my ridiculous idea of a joke. What steps can we take to be around friends and family while I heal? What steps can we take to close this gap between us, put it behind us, and love and support one another through this experience? What can I do to ease his guilt, while also reminding myself he's still the amazing man I married, and not the person I encountered that night? Any advice on where to start? We both have therapists, would be appreciated. Best comments. First thing. What the hell were you thinking? Your husband's past just amplifies things exponentially. That's the part one struggle with understanding. Why would you put him in a situation where the worst part of him would come to the forefront? In my opinion, all things considered, your husband reacted as most men would. This could have ended in a real bad way, but thank God it didn't. To me, this speaks to the help your husband has been getting. It's working. Not to be cruel, but I'm more concerned about your poor judgment than I am about your husband. He'll be fine. You, on the other hand, should look into some therapy. You need to figure out what would possess you to pull a stunt like this given all the extenuating circumstances. Surely on the surface it sounds harmless, but once you delve in, not so much. You need to sit down with him and explain that it is in fact your fault, that you are sorry, and that he didn't do anything wrong. I understand that it scared you, but please take a step back and realize what a f-up situation you put him in. I would really suggest relationship counseling to help you both through it and to help you both come to terms with what happened. Best of luck to the two of you. He sounds like a great guy, and I'm sure you care about each other very much.